I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and sworn like this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Texans going up against the Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. So the D-line's going to spread out. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Detroit! They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Defense showing blitz.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Cohen. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go play fake. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Larson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Now Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Here we go now. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Colts getting ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is knocked down from the side near the 34-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Locke. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zach Cunningham. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The final shot before the break. Luck escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This is Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They try again with Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Larson. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Walker in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build.
Who's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Baker in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now it's Luck. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. That one goes for 38 yards. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's Hogan. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing his Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver, mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they're just pouring it on in that one. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 1-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Colts on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they're just pouring it on in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And